We love y'all. Y'all are what makes the sport good. Please stay healthy. So we're going to hand this off to Mitch. Mitch's Corner, as you guys all know, the best in baseball. We're going to let him take it over. He's got MLB and NCAA baseball fully covered. So, bam, go ahead and take it away.
Man, so we're going to go vegetables first, then dessert. Start on a sad note. Start getting happier and happier as we move on through this segment.
Veggies.
We got some rough stuff to talk about, man. Starting off with the Say Hey Kid. R.I.P. Willie Mays. San Francisco Giant legend, Hall of Famer. Love him. MLB guy. Two-time MVP. Rookie of the Year in 51. 1954 World Series champion. 12-time Gold Glove. Won a batting title. Two-time All-Star Game MVP. And just player of the year several times in the MLB. A real staple in the game. Absolute legend. Had a 301 average through his career. 660 home runs for his career and over 3,000 hits. One of the few guys in the MLB to ever do that. So shouts out to Willie Mays. Great player throughout his whole time. Really represented for the culture, man. Gonna miss him. Gonna be missed in baseball. Everybody loved him. So shouts out to you to Say Hey Kid, Willie Mays. R.I.P. man. Next to some other bad news that we got some big injuries, dude. Man, it's all bad right now.
Check your fantasy teams.
Just recently saw, before we started the podcast, Aaron Judge hitting the hand. Gonna be out probably a few days as of right now, but he tried to come back in the game, couldn't do it. Left the game, gonna get checked, gonna go get looked at by the doctors, get an update soon, but we hate to see it. Probably with the best, hottest hitter right now in baseball. Has been the best hitter in the game for the last few years.
Leads the league.
We need him. We can't be throwing that close inside. I know we want to get him out, but throw it that way. Don't throw it at the guy, all right? Yeah. Keep our stars in the game.
Please.
Next, we got two Dodgers hurt. Mookie. The boy Mookie Betts.
Another one of my fantasy starlets.
Why are you throwing it so close to him? Gets hit in the hand.
Broke his hand.
Fractured his left hand. Going to be out 6 to 8 weeks.
Out of there.
Immediately went down once he got hit by a pitch.
Terrible.
Didn't look good.
Terrible.
Literally, the announcer who was calling the game was just like, no. Like, immediately, just everything turned bad for them. Mookie Betts going to be out. Going to be hurting your fantasy squad. Dude was second base, shortstop, outfield eligible. Another huge star in the game. We now lost Acuna, Judge, and now Mookie Betts. And then on the pitching side, we got Yoshinobu Yamamoto for the Dodgers, who is shoving.
Yeah.
He is down with a rotator cuff strain. He won't be throwing for at least a few weeks.
Right. And they thought it was almost going to be season-ending.
They thought it might be season-ending injury, but they're hopeful that it's not going to be. They're optimistic, but we will see after checkups through the next couple of weeks. But yet again, another superstar player, hundreds of $1 million spent on this man, out. But on a little bit of a happy note, we got my man Max Scherzer. Could be coming back at the end of the week, playing either Friday or Saturday for the Rangers. So that'll be a good comeback for pitchers. But, man, losing Yamamoto, Mookie Betts, and Aaron Judge that quickly, all within a couple of days, that's really rough, man. So hopefully they can all have speedy recoveries and come back strong for All-Star break and for moving forward. Just for a few guys who have been hot in the MLB, we'll bring some hitters to you. Right now we got my man Royce Lewis and Carlos Correa for the Minnesota Twins have been raking back-to-back. Royce Lewis batting .359. 6 home runs, 11 runs, 10 RBIs. He's come strong off an injury. He's been out for most of the season, so it's nice to see him producing for them.
Big hitter,
and then Carlos Correa batting .444, 4 home runs, 12 runs, 15 RBIs over the last 2 weeks. He's been absolutely raking, smacking up the A's, unfortunately, over the last few games. Next, we got Jarren Duran for the Boston Red Sox. He's been batting .339, 2 home runs, 7 RBIs with 6 stolen bases. So whenever he gets on base, he's got the green light to go. Next, we got Cal alumni, Andrew Vaughn for the White Sox, the lowly last place White Sox. batting .364, 5 home runs, 12 RBIs, 12 runs. Another guy who's been struggling throughout the beginning of the season, so it's nice to see him on a hot streak. Last but not least, it's July. Is it July? No, it's June.
June.
It's June.
June.
And what does that mean? That means Kyle Schwarber hits home runs.
Bombs.
Right now.
Bombs.
349, 5 home runs, 8 runs, 12 RBIs. Man's had a 2 home run game his last game. He's absolutely raking. That's what he does when it comes summertime. He rakes in Philadelphia. So it's happy to see him and these guys showing out while we got some big sluggers out there getting hurt, not playing right now. Now to the good stuff. We got College World Series. If you ain't watching, like I told you last week, you need to be watching. The first 4 opening round games all ended in the 9th or 10th inning on walk-off hits or exciting plays at the end of the game. So I'll just start off for you. I'll tell you about these 4 games, and then I'll let you know how it's progressed and who's going to be going into the Final 4 of the College World Series and who has the potential to win it all. So game 1, we got our boys. Here we go. North Carolina versus Virginia. Tied 2-2 in the bottom of the 9th. North Carolina calls up pinch hitter Jackson Vanderbrake to start it off. Comes up. First one hits a double to start off the inning. He's doing his thing. Great job pinch hitting, coming in, doing your job.
Big moment.
What's up?
Big moment.
Big moment. Big moment. Move paid off. Good job, coach. Next batter, we had Alex Madera. Drops down a sack bunt to move him over. We got 1 out, man on third. Next, we got Kobe Wilkerson. He fouls out on a 3-1 pitch. Could have walked. Could have had another man on base, but he fouls out. We got 2 outs now, man. And then next, we got Vance Honeycutt, the superstar player.
Okay.
Has been hitting bombs for North Carolina,
Beast.
a legend in North Carolina team, for the North Carolina team.
Smooth.
Up at bat.
Smooth.
He was 0 for 4 for the game. 2 outs in the bottom of the 9th. Comes up, hits a line drive to left field, walks it off. UNC comes out 3-2 at the bottom of the 9th for a big win in game 1. It's very important. Nobody who has lost game 1 has won the College World Series yet so far. So North Carolina came in strong, had an exciting game, ended it after a good pitcher's duel, keeping it 2-2 the whole game. Next, we got Florida State versus Tennessee. This one was pretty wild and crazy. So Florida State had an early edge, 9-4 after a 6-run third inning. Big sticks in the third inning.
Bombing.
Tennessee pitchers stepped it up for the 5th and 6th inning, held FSU to no scores, and then added 3 more runs. So Florida State coming back, 9-7 game, or Florida State killing it even more, but Tennessee coming back, making it a 9-7 game. Next, we got Florida State coming in strong, adding some extra runs, making it 11-7. After the 8th inning, we had Tennessee scoring 1 more to make it close again, 11-8 going into the 9th inning. After an easy top of the 9th, Tennessee gets them out. UNC has to come play defense, bottom of the 9th, up 11-8. First, we have Kavaris Tears, leads off with a triple, start the 9th inning off.
I've seen him too, yeah.
Yeah, he's been raking big time. Next up to bat, we had Dean Curley, hits a sac fly ball to right field, scores a run, 11-9. We got him coming back now. Tennessee on a roll. Next up, Cannon Peebles. What a name right there.
That's baseball for you.
Comes in to pinch hit. Another one coming in strong. He gets a walk after working a full count. Comes up clutch. Now he got it paying on. Cal Stark comes up to the plate. Fouls out to the third baseman. 2 outs. Bottom of the 9th. We got 1 man on. Now we move to the top of the lineup. Christian Moore, after absolutely been killing it. Senior, leader in home runs for Tennessee all time. Coming up to the plate. 2 outs. Christian Moore has a tough full count at bat, about 8 or 9 pitches, ends up hitting the line drive to left field, gets a double. We're moving. We got man on 2nd and 3rd now. Next up, De La Salle alumni. Blake Burke comes up to bat.
Bay Area.
Comes up, boom, hit up the middle. 2 runs scored, tie it up. We got 11-11, game tied. Excitement happening, all with 2 outs in the bottom of the 9th. Next, Billy Amick comes up to bat, hits a single to left field, walks it off. Blake Burke scores, come all the way back, score 4 runs in the bottom of the 9th, win the game 12-11. Tennessee, the #1 seed in all of college baseball, gets the win. And that was the most exciting game of all. Nobody expected them to come down, especially with 4 hits to come all the way back with 2 outs in the bottom of the ninth. Game 3, Kentucky versus NC State. This was a low-scoring game. Game was 3-3 going into the ninth. After NC State scored 1 in the top of the ninth, Ryan Nichols leads off the bottom of the ninth, home run to left field to tie it up. We got a tie game, 3-3. After a quick 1-2-3 top of the 10th inning, we have Mitchell Daly coming up with 2 outs, bottom of the 10th, delivers a home run to walk it off. Home run to left field. Kentucky wins that game 4-3. Very exciting. Another walk-off winning game. Last but not least, we have Florida versus Texas A&M. Another low-scoring game. Real exciting top of the 9th inning. Holding the 3-2 lead, Florida with a man on first, hits a shot to right field. Jace Lavalette, the star for Texas A&M, runs back, jumps up, robs the home run, gives it 2 outs in the bottom of the ninth. Next comes up Jack Caglione, walks after a 3-2 count. They weren't trying to throw to him. He's one of the best hitters in all of baseball, going to be a top pick. After that, next guy, Ashton Wilson, comes up. We'll take 3 on that one. Strikes him out to end the game, and that's how it ends. Texas A&M beating Florida 3-2 because of some great defense by Jace Lavalette, robbing a home run that would have put Florida ahead in the game. So those were your 4 exciting opening day games or opening round games. So far through Group 1, after these games that happened, UNC played Tennessee from the winners bracket, and Tennessee won. So Tennessee is 2-0, going straight to the winners bracket.
First time ever, I think
right.
they said.
Yep. Florida State then played Virginia and eliminated Virginia 7-3. And so FSU then went on to play North Carolina and beat them 9-5. So Tennessee will play Florida State in the Final Four. Tennessee just has to win 1 game to get to the finals, and Florida State will have to beat them twice if they want to make it to the finals. Group 2, we have Kentucky versus Texas A&M. Texas A&M won 5-1. Then we have Florida versus NC State. NC State eliminated by Florida, losing 5-4. So next game, we're going to have Kentucky versus Florida. The game was unfortunately postponed because of weather. So whoever wins from Florida versus Kentucky will play Texas A&M to see who goes to the final. And again, Texas A&M only has to win 1 time, and whoever wins this game between Kentucky and Florida will have to win twice to get to the finals. And that's your roundup right there. Like I said, if you're not watching college baseball right now, you're missing out. If you have anybody that you want us to talk about from the college world,